delicious. Okay, so I love to serve chicken marsala over fettuccine, but it's also wonderful with rice, wild rice, or mashed potatoes. So it just depends what kind of side dish you're in the mood for. So I'm going to drop my pasta and just get that going into my boiling water. And then it's real important when you're, doing pasta to season the water with a little bit of salt. We've talked about that before, just to give that pasta a little bit of flavor. Okay, now for the chicken. I'm going to start heating up my pan a little bit. I've got 3 to 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and it just depends how many people you want to feed or if you want some leftovers. And I like to pound the chicken breasts slightly, and the way I do it is in between plastic wrap or just in a Ziploc bag. What that's going to do is give you a nice even surface, and I'll show you that. If you take a look at a chicken breast, they're much thicker in the middle, and then thinner on the outsides, at the top and the bottom, and they tend to not cook very evenly as is. So what I like to do is give them just a slight pound. They're going to cook more evenly, so you don't have to worry about some of the chicken being uncooked. Also, they're going to cook a lot quicker, which I'm all about getting dinner on the table in a hurry. You know that already. So we have a meat mallet here. I finally broke down and bought one at home. But before I had one, I just used the back of a heavy-duty frying pan to give them a quick pound. You don't want to use the part of the mallet with the ridges. That's more for tenderizing. It'll tear your chicken breast apart. So you don't want to overpound these chicken breasts either. So just a quick pound like that. And there you go. I feel better already. Got all my frustrations out. Okay. So now I've got a little bit of flour. And you can either season the flour or you can season the chicken breast. It's up to you. So I'm going to season the flour with some salt and pepper. I'm going to keep the seasonings on these chicken breasts pretty simple because there's so much flavor going on in the sauce. I'm going to mix the salt and pepper around with the flour. Heat up a little olive oil in my skillet. Nice big skillet is really going to, again, get this to the table quickly, and we'll get a nice brown color to the chicken, which is really important. Got a little bit of parsley here for later that will. Now I'm just going to take my chicken breasts, and the fancy word is dredge. So dredge them, which means kind of lightly coat them in flour. Don't think, like fried chicken breading, real thick. Just want to lightly coat the chicken with flour, and I want to make sure my pan has got some heat to it. So I can just tell I want it a little bit hotter so that I'll get a little bit of a sizzle when I put this in the oil. Could be even hotter than that. You don't want it smoking hot though, because we want this chicken to brown up nicely, not get overly brown. So it's kind of like an in-between, medium-high heat is what we're looking for. And you don't want to overcrowd the pan. So if your 4 chicken breasts don't fit in there, just do a couple at a time and do it in batches. You want to get a nice brown color and some great brown bits that are going to help make the sauce taste fantastic. Got a busy day today. Lots going on. I have a Valentine's Day luncheon and a Valentine's Day dinner. So if you're not doing anything for lunch, come join me. I'm going to be at the Oconto Falls Hospital for a Valentine luncheon. Kicks off about 11:30 today, and I'm doing a talk and a book signing there. It's going to be a lot of fun. So come on out and say hi if you're in that area. And then tonight we've got our big night out, which is sold out. We got about 130 people or more. So if you missed out on this big night out, we've got another one coming up. We're always putting new ones on our website, so hopefully you'll join us for one down the road. They're always just a ton of fun. Great place to meet people and have good food and lots of wonderful wine, all at a really good price. So you can go online to find out where we're headed next. So I'm just waiting for my chicken breasts to get a little color. I'm going to season them with a little bit of salt and pepper. Now, chicken marsala has mushrooms in it. I happen to love mushrooms, but wanted to make it easy. It's, you know, one of those nights, date night, that you don't want to be in the kitchen the whole time, so just picked up some already clean sliced mushrooms. But you could be fancy, and you could do, you know, portobello mushrooms, baby bellas, cremini mushrooms. It's up to you if you wanted to really kind of, you know, get a little gourmet on this dish. This is a pretty classic, simple dish, and it's just very, very easy to throw together for that person who, you know, wants to do something a little special but is nervous about doing it. This is easy. It's easy breezy, I promise. And most people like chicken, you know, it's affordable. I know we're all watching our pennies these days, so I get it. So I just want to check the chicken. And I'm looking for, the temperature of the pan is absolutely perfect. I surprised Ireland this morning and woke her up, and I put some roses, just 3 little roses in a vase by her bed, and she called me this morning and she said, "Thanks, Mom." The kids get into Valentine's Day too, they really do. I've got a little something for Riley that I have to drop off at his dorm later today. So don't forget the kids. I was out picking out cards yesterday, me and everybody else. Not a good day to pick out cards the day before Valentine's Day, along with the other 50 people who are picking out cards. It was like chaos. Everybody's trying to find the right card. I finally did, and then it was so crazy that I put the right card back, and then I never could find the right card again. You know what I mean? I had one for each of the kids, and then one for Bob, and then I somehow, you know, you're going through the cards, and I put the one of the cards back, and I the heck with it. I just left with another card, but it was the perfect card. You know what I mean? When you find that perfect card, well, it's still there somewhere. Somebody else has got that card. These are just about ready to flip. Checking on my pasta. I don't want to overcook that. All right, I think I'll give these, ooh, look at that. Perfect. Just a really nice color. It's not too dark. I think I'm going to go ahead and drain my pasta. I want it nice and al dente. Remember, it'll continue to cook while it's hanging out in this colander from the carryover heat. So I'll just let it hang out here. Now at this point, you want to get these chicken breasts over to a plate. I'm going to cover them with foil. They will also continue to cook, and I'm going to keep it nice and warm just with some foil over. And we'll get back to you chicken breasts in just a minute. Now I've got some butter in here. I'm going to do some butter and my sliced mushrooms. This is an 8-ounce package of mushrooms. And again, I want to season as we go with a little bit of salt and pepper. And see all these great little brown bits from the chicken? That is going to give this sauce some amazing flavor. It's not a real thick sauce, so it's not like an Alfredo sauce. But the thing that really gives it flavor is Marsala wine. Marsala, we're sweetening things up on today's show. This is a sweet wine, normally used for cooking. Oh my gosh, smell this. I just love the smell of this. And with the combination of the mushrooms, normally people don't drink Marsala, but you hit it with about a half of a cup of the wine, It's very strong in flavor. Then I've got some chicken stock. And lastly, a little bit of heavy cream. And this is optional. You don't have to do the heavy cream if you don't want to. And you could just, a little dab will do you. And this is fantastic. Marsala is not a real expensive wine, probably $10 for a bottle like this. But you screw the cap on, and then you can be making a chicken Marsala many, many times over the year. It keeps really well in your pantry. It's a great way to flavor sauces when you're cooking mushrooms, to even add, just if you're just sauteing mushrooms, to add a little splash of Marsala. Really will sweeten them up and make the mushrooms just taste fantastic. So I've just got some flat leaf parsley that I'm going to finish the dish with. And I told you, this is so quick and easy. Makes a real sweet Valentine's Day meal. Toss together a salad, maybe a spring mix salad with some fresh strawberries. And we've got the pasta already. Pick up dessert or make this wonderful chocolate dessert that we're going to make. And there you go. Quick and easy. We did this in less than 15 minutes. Pretty cheap dinner, except for the splurge on the Marsala wine, but like I say, you have to kind of remember that you'll use that a lot. My chef friends always tell me to take the pasta and kind of spin it around to get some great height when you're plating. Just a nice, pretty white plate really does it for this. Sometimes fun on Valentine's Day to set a table, light a candle, you know, do that special stuff. You can take the chicken at this point, put it back in, just in case it needs to finish cooking. Any juices on the plate also can go back in at this point, and that's just going to warm it. Okay. Chicken is ready and gorgeous, don't you think, Anne? Yeah. And that sauce just thickens right up on its own. We don't need any really extra flour or anything like that. I want to get plenty of that sauce, though. I know, is right. A little bit of parsley over the top. And there you have it. Chicken Marsala. You pay at least $20 for something like this out at the restaurant. Make it at home for way less.